Heyo everybody, Haku here with my Fukigen Mononokean episode 5 review, and storming. I said it in my past two videos that I just put up, so I'm going to try to run through this really quick before it gets too bad, and hopefully it isn't too bad. So I can try to post it as soon as possible and stuff, and there's not much interference, but this is the only time I can record it, so I'm just jumping in. So basically, Shizuku is really freaking cute, and they find out that Hanai is missing, so Haruitsuki and Shizuku go after him, and Haruitsuki's freaking hilarious with, "I've got to go get this 5-year-old back." I freaking love him, and he was really on it. He was probably one of the funniest characters this episode for sure. So we see Puffball trying to protect Hanai, and Puffball's the friggin' best, and once he gets injured, we see a serious Hanai, which was really pretty badass, but then Haruitsuki comes in hilariously again, just hitting him in the back with the jar and everything. It was freaking great. So we figured out that the shop owner just goes and recognizes Haruitsuki because he's the master or whatever, or he recognizes him as the master, but apparently he killed the last master, or at least that's the rumor going around, and yeah. So we see Koura on a tadpole line, which I guess they use to communicate in the underworld, and I love Koura and Shizuku's voices both so much. They're, and all of the character designs too. But getting distracted. But basically, she says that Haruitsuki needs to bring Hanai to this dude who is the legislator, which is like one of the big 3 managers in charge of the underworld, and also Shizuku's brother. And when they're traveling there, Haruitsuki's like, the way he describes the legislator is hilarious. Like a chain-smoking drunk gambler who's in love with his little sister. I love the way he described him. I thought it was hilarious. But basically, the Puffball staying with Hanai, we find out the legislator is in charge of making the rules, but the Master of the Mononokean only has to follow rules specifically given by the legislator, other than that he's immune to rules, the general rules for the general people in the underworld. So when they meet him, we get to see Hanai's resolve some, and I did enjoy the legislator guy too. He was alright, but Hanai going off on Haruitsuki was a hilarious moment. That was probably the funniest moment to me. And yeah, now basically he works for him for good, Puffball also works for him, and now they can enter and exit the underworld without having to worry about making a gate. They can just exit and enter through the Mononokean now. It's a new rule. So yeah, I guess that's how it works now. Which is a lot better, because I hope we get to go to the underworld a lot more. I thought that it was a really cool place, and I enjoyed seeing the episodes at the underworld a lot more than I did the ones when they were in the normal mundane world, but both have been pretty good. It's been a pretty good show, like not like great blow you away, but it's been pretty good. So yeah, I thought that the animation was a lot better in this one, and honestly this is the funniest and the one with the best story, like the episode that's the funniest and the episode that has the best story so far in my opinion. I really enjoyed this one. And a lot of it's because of the characters. I am really enjoying all of the characters. Koura and Shizuku are great. I especially love Shizuku. She's really funny, though Koura. But Haruitsuki and Hanai are both always great. They're always really funny, and they work as characters really well. I love Puffball. I like this new legislator guy. So really, the character work is really good. So this I was really impressed by this episode, like honestly. The animation was a big step up, a little bit artsy, but it's not bad. And yeah, just enjoyable overall. So anyway, I'll give it like 9 Newt Lakes out of 10. Sorry that I had to rush this one so much as usual, or not as usual, but as for the past 2 or 3, because it's like storming or whatever. But anyway, like if you did like this one, and comment down there, tell me what you thought of the episode, what you thought of my thoughts on it. Subscribe for more Fukigen and Mononokean, 91 Days, Taboo Tattoo, One Piece and more. And follow on Twitter if you want updates and whatnot. And that's it. Sorry I'm trying to run through this real quick. But yeah, thank you once again for watching, and I'll see you all next time.